my beautiful people? Welcome back to the channel once again, Global Football View, where we talk all things football. As you can see this morning, I am in a very exciting mood. Ask me why. You get to find out sometime in this video why I am so excited. But just to make everything easy for you, I'm happy because justice prevailed in African football. Senegal's are the champions of Africa, my people. First things first, you know what to do before we dive into today's video. Like this video, comment, hype this video, do whatever you can to assist this video to go as viral as possible. Where do we start from? We have the English Premier League, we have the Italian Serie A, we have the German Bundesliga, and we have the Afcon, but there's no other place than to start because they say charity begins at home. Than to start in our own Africa, where we saw yesterday the African Nations Cup final taking place in Morocco. Yes, Senegal emerged as the world champions. I know a lot of things happened yesterday, a lot of melee, a lot of fighting in the stand, even in the stadium. Yeah, the players walked out because of a dubious penalty that was actually really not a dubious penalty, because if you really look at the penalty that was given, it was actually a penalty. But there was a dubious call for removing, taking off Senegal goal that was legitimately called in the game. I think that was the reason why the players and the fans were really upset, because if you look at the penalty, truly to be said, that was a penalty. But kudos to the man, the big man, Sadio Mané. I really do not want to point hands at the officiating of this tournament, because the last Afcon, we were so happy with the way the officiating went and how the referees were able to use the VAR to the best standard I've ever seen in my life. The Afcon, the one that was in Ivory Coast, that's the best for me I've ever seen a VAR and referee officiating being at its best. But this particular one, I think there's a lot of dubious calls that was made, especially whenever Morocco are playing. And Morocco, for me, have been a great host. I'm not just going to bash them because of what happened, because to host, I think over 24 teams with fans coming from left, right, and center into your country, good hospitality, because there's nobody I've seen online that have complained of any ill treatment by Morocco during this tournament in regards to fans. So I wouldn't want to say because of what the officiating has been in this tournament, whenever Morocco are playing, I'll castigate the entirety of the whole tournament. No, I'm not going to do that. But I just got to point out, because a lot of things happen whenever the host team are playing. The referee are lenient. The referee are quick to make some calls, which I think in a normal day, even in the tournament, they were not making that calls. So, CAF, this is on you. This is not on Morocco. This is on you, because football is supposed to be a game, fair and score. I do not know how you guys, VAR, thought that was a clear and obvious error to disallow Senegal goal. For me, that is a goal. Two people are struggling for the ball. One got the hold of the ball. So I don't know why you disallowed that goal. For me, I think it was wrong. And another thing, again, the penalty that was given, a legitimate penalty, and I'm not going to condone what Senegal did. No matter what the officiating is, you do not have the right to walk out of the pitch. The coach, the players, that walked out of the pitch, I think that's a very bad call. It shouldn't happen. This is African. In African football, we fight with passion, everything, but we stay in the pitch, we fight our fight in the pitch, and at the end of the day, victory is going to prevail. So, for me, I think it was wrong for the African players, for the Senegal players and the coach to walk out of the pitch. And kudos to Sadio Mané, who went to the dressing room and talked them and brought them back to the field. And Brian Diaz, I don't know what you're thinking. Come on, brother. You shouldn't be taking a penalty now. No, it doesn't work that way. You shouldn't be taking a penalty. I don't know if there was a talk outside. Maybe there was a backroom talk, because looking at all Diaz penalty in this Afcon, and even the one I've seen him played, I've never seen him play a penalty. So I don't know why you're playing a penalty in the uh, in the final of the Afcon tournament. So I just want to think there was an agreement that you're going to miss the penalty for the game to resume. That's my thinking. I'm not saying that's what happened, but because looking at all the penalty you've taken in your entire life, you have never taken a penalty. So taking a penalty in the final of the Afcon tournament, for me, I just feel probably there was an agreement behind closed door that the penalty should be missed for the game to continue. So let's just let that slide. But we'll say kudos to Senegal, who are the world champions. I think I got one of my predictions right, because I actually said it was going to be either Senegal or Nigeria to win the tournament. And Mr. James said it was going to be Morocco or Senegal, and Retino, Nigeria or Ivory Coast. So neither of them made the final. So me and Mr. James, we got our prediction correct for the winners of the AFCON. And we'll be looking forward to the next AFCON. And hopefully there's not going to be the kind of Mali we saw in this last AFCON. So let's take you straight to the English Premier League. And sorry, before I go to the Premier League, Nigeria won the bronze medal. Yes, we defeated Egypt in the penalty shootout before it goes to 2. So Nigeria won the 3rd place. You know, all the time, whenever Nigeria goes to the AFCON, they always take something back home. Instead of Funama to lose, they always carry tea. Just now the level, just carry and go. So kudos to Nigeria. Kudos to Morocco for a well-hosted tournament. Kudos to every nation that participated in this AFCON. And kudos to the champions, Senegal. And kudos to Sadio Mané. I think he's going to go down as the greatest player in Ivory Coast history. Winning 2 AFCON tournaments for me is there as the greatest Senegal player. A statue needs to be built for Sadio Mané. Yeah. Where do we start from? The English Premier League. The English Premier League took place this week. A lot of shocking results took place. On Saturday, I was fuming. I was angry. I was in a rage. Angry at what my club Arsenal did, drawing against Nottingham Forest, who was 16 in the league table. So I was angry because Manchester United defeated Manchester City, and we were thinking of capitalizing on that defeat, but we ended up drawing the game. Before we entered the week, we entered into the week with 6-point lead, but now we left the week with 7-point lead. It's a good, not a bad week, but it could have been great. Looking at how Manchester City have dropped point in their last 4 games. They've dropped point in their last 4 games, and we've dropped point in our last 2 games. So I think we could have extended the lead, but as it is right now, we could not do that because we are head to a goalless draw. Talking about Manchester City and Manchester United, I think Manchester United may have stumbled upon diamond while they were looking for gold. Because looking at how Carrick played against Manchester City, that's a typical Manchester United football. That is a typical Manchester United. Manchester United, we are not known. We are not known for tiki-taka, pass, give you. No, that's not how Manchester United play. Manchester United always gigs on the wing, Ronaldo on this side, Rooney. That's how Manchester United play. Or Berbatov, or Tevez, wing play from the side. Ashley Young, Nani. That's how Manchester United play. Not this dangling from the back, 3 at the back. No, Manchester United are not known for that. Patrice Evra, that's how they play. Silva, Fabio, that's how they play from the wings. From when Manchester United holds the ball at their defense, before you see 1-2 passes, they're at your goal. That's how Manchester United play, not ting. But I don't know if Manchester United is going to give Carrick the job. But looking at how he played, but it's just one game, you will say. But I think I saw the DNA of Manchester United and how Manchester United tend to play football. So, but let's just keep our fingers crossed and see what's going to happen, because this week they'll be taking on Arsenal. And talking about Manchester City are signing Gehi from Crystal Palace. A lot has been said about Pep Guardiola. People are complaining, not really complaining, they are just hearing their opinion that is Pep Guardiola a checkbook manager? Is he a checkbook manager? Because whenever there's a crisis for Pep Guardiola, he always spends his way out of it. There's never a time where Pep Guardiola has really make due of internal solution. Even in Barcelona, they signed Thierry Henry. In Barcelona, they signed Cesc Fabregas. They signed David Villa. So looking at looking at the allegation being spewed online, even in Bayern Munich, the same thing we can say. They signed a lot of good players in Bayern Munich. So I wouldn't want to go far to say that Manchester City and Pep Guardiola is a checkbook manager, but I would not be sad if someone say that, because looking at his record in just 2025 in a calendar year, they spent over 500 million pounds. Who does that? And I don't know why the 115 is not being talked about this anymore. Manchester United, Manchester City not guilty. We would like to know what's going on in that regard. So let's know what's happening in the 115 charge. This week they'll be taking on the Champions League Bodo Glimpse. Let's see if they can return back to winning ways. Everton defeated Aston Villa by 1-0. Aston Villa, who had opportunity to cut the gap at the top of the table with just 4 points, lost that game as the fair shot to Barry's goal. Barry, I know one of the players I was looking up to this season. I actually love Barry because his will to succeed, his energy to succeed, really is contagious. I like him when I see him play. Just that the goals were not coming, and even where the goals were not coming, I was still saying that this boy is gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I love to see such a player because it makes me happy when I see Barry play well. I don't know, I just like him, and I was glad they won that game by 1-0. And the other game saw Liverpool being held to a 1-1 draw by Burnley. Liverpool now have drawn against the 3 promoted club at home: Leeds United, Sunderland, and now Burnley. I will not be shocked if someone told me that Liverpool are the worst Premier League champion ever. Yeah, yes, they couldn't defend their title, and at the moment I think they are 17 points behind the leaders Arsenal. So for me, they are the worst Premier League champion ever. Yeah, that's been said. One team that is, for me, the worst team at the moment is Tottenham. I'm happy. I'm happy with what I'm seeing. I love to see Tottenham suffer. Really, I love to see Tottenham suffer, and I'm glad seeing the way they are suffering. And for West Ham to come to your home and beat you, I don't want to sack my guy Thomas Frank, but come on, come on, Tottenham. A lot has been said about Arsenal, Manchester City spending. Do you know that Tottenham has spent over £1 billion also? Do you know? Since they moved into their stadium, they spent over £1 billion. So it's not just that Chelsea are spending, Arsenal are spending, Man City are spending, Liverpool are spending. Tottenham are also spending. And looking at how their result has been at home, you might want to think that, okay, with the amount of money they spend, they should be doing well. But this season alone, they are currently in 14th in the league table. 14th. Just 7 win. 7 win. 9 losses. 6 draws. Come on. Tottenham, you guys should be doing well, though. But as it is right now, the more you are there, the more I'm happy. I love to see you guys get relegated. Talking from an Arsenal perspective, Wolverhampton Wanderers drew against Newcastle, playing a goalless draw in that game. And Chelsea, with a new manager, Liam Rosina, played at a 2-0 win as they defeated Brentford by 2-0. The other game saw Sunderland defeating Crystal Palace by 2-1. Sunderland, who have most of their players who went for Afcon, they are all back. And Fulham were defeated by Leeds United. Bournemouth will be taking on Brighton today, while the other match saw actually Burnley drew with Liverpool. So that's the result from the English Premier League. And from the English Premier League, the table stands right now with 50 points by Arsenal, who sits first, 43 by Manchester City, 43. Aston Villa sits third and second, respectively. And Liverpool at 36 with just no win in their last 4 games. And the Manchester United are just 1 point behind Liverpool. Liverpool are having a very, very poor season. West Ham, who won against won against Tottenham, now cut the points between them and relegation candidate Nottingham Forest to just 5 points. Let's see how it's gonna go. There's a question I want to ask you guys this week. In the Europe Top 5 League, one team still remains unbeaten and one team have not drawn a game. Tell me which team, without looking at Google, which team have not lost a game this season in the league, and which team have not drawn a game in a league in the Europe Top 5 League, which is French League 1, German Bundesliga, Italian Serie A, Spanish La Liga, and the English Premier League. I want to hear from you. Which team are still here without a loss, and which team have still not drawn any game this season? Without using Gongo, do not cheat. Do not be like Eddie Guerrero. And Arsenal will be taking on Inter Milan in the Champions League this midweek. Hopefully, we're going to bring that game to you as the game goes on. And let's move on to the Italian Serie A, where Inter Milan defeated Udinese away from home. Inter Milan are currently 3 points above City rival AC Milan. AC Milan, who are currently on a very, very good run. But in the last 5 games, they drew two games and won 5. So Napoli, on the other hand, have been disappointing, but they defeated Sassuolo by 1-0. While AS Roma, who sit on 42 points, defeated Torino away from home by 2-0. Juventus are on a very, very poor run as they were defeated by Cagliari by 1-0. It's fair to say Juventus will not be winning this Scudetto this year because the teams that are above them are doing very well, and they are not doing well. They are 10 points behind Inter Milan and 7 points behind AC Milan. So I don't see any way Juventus are going to win the league this season. Lecce, Pisa, and Verona are the 3 people in the relegation table. Yes, my people, Barcelona lost yesterday to Real Sociedad. Real Sociedad defeated Barcelona by 2-1. Barcelona, who we are on an 11-game winning run in all competitions, so that run come to an head as they lost to Real Sociedad. Real Sociedad winning them. Real Sociedad are currently on a good run. Also, in their last 5 games, they just lost 1 and won pretty 2 and draw 2. So Real Madrid have now cut the gap to the top of the league with just 1 point. Remember, Real Madrid are with a new coach, Abeloa, who winners this week as they defeated Levante by 2-0. Nobody was surprised with that result, but the result that surprised everybody was the one against Real Sociedad, where they defeated Barcelona by 2-1. Barcelona is just 1 point above Real Madrid now in the Italian Serie A. Villarreal, on the other hand, who seated in the league table, saw them lost against Real Betis. Real Betis stunned them by 2-0. Atletico Madrid, who I thought this season were going to be a challenger for the Spanish La Liga, have not been in really, really great form in their last 5 games. They won 3, drawn 1, and lost 1. Their last game against Alaves, they struggled to win that game by 1-0. A lot of people expected that game to be a walkover and a game that will not really, really pose much threat to Atletico Madrid. But that game ended in a 1-0 win for Atletico Madrid. And Barcelona sits 49 points with 20 games played, and Real Madrid 48 points with 48 points with 20 games played at the moment. And Villarreal, we have the opportunity to cut the gap at the top of the league with just 4 points if they win their game in hand. Their game in hand will be against, I think it's not Real Madrid, but they have a game in hand which will be played sometime very soon. Oviedo, I think, will be relegated this season as a fair to another loss. Their last 3 games was a draw, but they lost to Osasuna by 3-2. My guy, Santin. I'm just happy for Santin Cazorla for taking Real Oviedo from where he took them to the Spanish La Liga. So it's a beautiful story, but we all know with the amount of money not being spent by Real Oviedo, it's not going to be easy for them. So kudos to everybody who have been part of this journey. For we have Yedu and Levante also will be, I think, will be relegated this season. Alaves also are in a relegation. The two clubs that are surprising me this season who are currently in a relegation fight is Sevilla and Valencia. They are both on 20 points each. Valencia, Sevilla will be taking on Villarreal in that game. It's a do or die affair for that's a do or die affair for 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 Sevilla, because if they lose that game, relegation becomes their calling. In the French League One, Lens are sitting top of the league table as they continue their impressive run of form as they defeated Auxerre by 1 goal to nothing. And Paris Saint-Germain defeated Lille by 3 goals to nothing, while Marseille, on the other hand, defeated Angers away from home by 3 goals to 2. So as it stands right now, Lens are still top in the league table. Are they capable enough to hold on to the end of the season? We're gonna find out as the Liga continue, and going on to the German Bundesliga, where we saw Bayern Munich winning again and winning in a comprehensive manner as it defeated Leipzig by 5 goals to 1. Borussia Dortmund, on the other hand, trying everything possible to see if they can catch Bayern Munich, who now sits a whopping 11 points above Dortmund. But Dortmund won that game by 3 goals to 2. Last minute penalty against St. Pauli. I think this is a very, very poor performance by Borussia Dortmund, because if that penalty wasn't given, I don't know if they were able to win that game. So St. Pauli, for me, the candidates of relegation this season. Offiam have been the surprise package this season, who won that game against Bayern Leverkusen by 1 goal to nothing. Bayern Leverkusen, 2 years ago champion, are currently on a very, very poor run as they have lost 3 games in the last 5 games, just 2 wins and 3 losses. And Leipzig, on the other hand, still have a very poor record as they were humiliated at home by Bayern Munich by 5 goals to 1. So as it stands right now, Bayern Munich top the league with 50 points. Borussia Dortmund on 39 points. Hoffenheim 33 points. We got 33 points. And the relegation seat, Heidenheim in 30 points. Mainz in 12 points, while St. Pauli sit in 12 points. And that's the whole from the German Bundesliga. As we move on to the Saudi Pro League, where we have seen a lot has been happening. The last 5 matches for Al Nassr, I've seen them just win 1 game, and Al Nassr, who started the season with a very, 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 very impressive form as they won their first 10 games. Everybody was thinking that this is going to be the year Ronaldo finally hands the duck by winning the Saudi Professional League. But Al Hilal, who have come and stunned them, are now currently in a very, very good position as they sit 41 points and just 7 points above second place, Al Nassr. And will be happy right now because Sadio Mané will be returning back, and because since Sadio Mané left for the Afcon, they failed to win any game. And for me, are the Manchester City of the Saudi Pro League, and the way things are going right now, I think they're still going to win the league. Their next match is against FAL, and I think they're going to win that game. While Al Nassr will be playing Damak, who are currently on a very, very poor run. So let's see how that game is going to go. But Cristiano Ronaldo, do you think he's going to win this year's Saudi Pro League, or you think he's going to be retained again by Al Hilal, who have been impressive? Al Ittihad has been very, very poor this season. I think they want to sign Leo Messi. They're hearing speculation asking Messi to sign whatever he wants, say whatever he wants, and he's going to get a contract by Al Nassr. And that's all from the Saudi Pro League. A lot of transfer update going on as Chelsea have recalled David Fofana. Dancho David Fofana has been recalled by Chelsea. That's a lot of transfer news that's going on at the moment. And Fofana, who was on loan, I think was on loan at Strasbourg, has been recalled back by Chelsea. So let's see how the news is going to keep going. And like I say, congratulations to Senegal, Sadio Mané, and the whole country of Senegal for winning this year's Afcon tournament. And congratulations also to Morocco, who were a great host as they were able to host a tournament without any off-feed confusion. And congratulations to every participation team, and Nigeria also who took the bronze medal, and all the teams that participated at this year's AFCON. Say kudos to you all, and hopefully the next tournament will be more beautiful than we saw this year. Arsenal, on the other hand, do you think Arsenal have the capacity, have the turmeric, have the infantry, have the ability to win this league? Because the way they are playing the last two games, there's cause for concern. Let me know in the comment section which team are yet to lose and which team are yet to draw this season. I want to hear from you in the comment section. Like this video if you like this video on your way out, and comment for me, and subscribe to the channel if you've not subscribed, and click on the notification bell to keep you up to date with all things for the channel. And till I see you again, I say stay safe. Peace out.